ain't got time for all these pussy ass niggas. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for all these pussy ass niggas. I ain't got time. 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 Nigga tryna waste my time. I'm a pimp. I'm a big dog, nigga. You a whale. I do some big fish shit. You a shrimp. I ain't got time for all these pussy. Please for Scotty, miss with cookie. Too many plays, I had to play hooky. Man, my business busy booking. Yeah. Watch out that kitchen fork cooking.
What's up, y'all? It's Keish, and you are tuned into a new episode of Book Club. Y'all make sure y'all watch my girl Brooklyn with my boy Ace Red. Y'all about to find out who this is, and y'all about to find out that he ain't got time for no pussy.
Y'all, this is Brooklyn. We live with another episode, and today we have a special guest, Ace Red.
Chia.
Say it again. Chia.
Chia.
None other. Let's get straight into it, because I mean, I know you have a fan base and people know exactly who you are, but we're gonna get to know you a little bit more personal. Like, where you from? Originally.
Originally, I was born in Virginia.
Okay, what part of Virginia was that? Do you remember?
Beach.
Oh, Virginia Beach. So they get live Virginia Beach. You know what I'm saying? How long you been in Atlanta though?
We actually moved here when I was 1.
Okay.
So I'm from Atlanta, but my birth certificate say Virginia now.
Okay. Which is always interesting, because a lot of people in Atlanta, Atlanta has become like the new era of music mecca.
Right.
So, and you can tell, I mean, when I first heard any of your songs, I was like, oh, he's from Atlanta. But to actually be literally be from somewhere else, I think is also cool that Atlanta kind of adopted you and allowed you to be the star that you are now.
I wouldn't say adopted me,
Okay.
because I've been here, I've been locked in with the streets. A lot of folks just are starting to get hip to what's going on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But adopted me, I wouldn't use that. I would say evolved me.
Okay.
I don't want to say adopted, because I'm really from that.
Yeah, I can hear it. So, tell me about No Handouts. Let's talk about No Handouts, the project.
No Handouts.
Yeah.
Basically, we had No Handouts 1.
Okay.
We dropped that around last year, in the end of the year last year.
Okay.
It was about 7 tracks. It's an EP we released. And it was basically a compilation of just what we had going on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what we wanted to manifest out there, because we're doing this shit independently.
Absolutely. And I know, because you got some hits on No Handouts, the first project. I like it. You got some for the girls, the ladies. You got Twerk Song, that's one of my fave. Okay. And then you have some real other shit on there that's like, okay, you talking to the streets.
All right.
So you believe that people need to hear the shit that you got going on, as far as like your story, all types of shit, like.
I mean, anybody who got the balls to get behind that mic anyway, somebody can hear it, but the authenticity you hear coming out of my music is, I feel, what people are gravitating to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of folks in Atlanta, it's crazy, it's really political and about who you know, but at the end of the day, it's clustered. Because everybody is fucking with these folks. Everybody's fucking with this person. So what it's starting to be seen is, it's clustered, but it's starting to be little spouts that spout up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that's rising to the forefront.
Do you feel like, because you are a boss, because you do have an independent label and you are an artist, do you feel like being a boss is allowing you to elevate your artistry as an artist?
I think anybody who's a boss is gonna elevate you regardless.
Period. Okay.
Anybody who, if you got a hair salon and you the boss, it's gonna elevate.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
So let's talk about your single that's gonna is your new single gonna be on No Handouts too, or is it a secret, or?
Which one we talk about?
Ain't Got Time. That's my favorite. Ain't Got Time.
Ain't Got Time definitely gonna be on No Handouts too.
Okay, you said you a pimp.
I'm a big dog.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
I'm a big dog. I love women.
Okay.
I'm
Y'all holla at him. He like, you know what I'm saying? Get at him, Ace Red.
I love women.
So are you implying that you're single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, ladies, he's single.
Yeah, I'm single.
Single, which is awesome, because I know, some ladies might want to know the information.
Right.
But besides being an artist, what else do you do? Do you dab in business, or like what's your other trade?
Yeah, we trying to open up a couple of independent just stores. You know what I mean? Working throughout the South. But other than that, it's just really a lot of what was that? What we had going.
What was your trade?
Nonprofits.
Nonprofits. Okay.
Nah, we heavy in giving back.
Okay, so community driven for real.
That's really what's
For the kids, the children, and all that, which is definitely needed. And I personally respect any rapper or artist whose also sole goal is to enhance their community and just give back, because we need more of that. Because a lot of people feel like, okay, I got my own brand, but at the end of the day, artists don't tend to realize like people are watching you.
Okay.
That's the job you kind of signed up for. So a lot of times people feel like, well, I can't really place my opinion because that doesn't have nothing to do with me. I understand that, but it's a lot of people that can relate to you, and you guys are like the ones that teaching the kids today. Kids not reading like they used to listen to music.
I feel like that's a lost art between artistry and giving, really touching in with the artist, like the fans.
Yeah, you got to.
It's a lot of folks who don't reach back. And
that's an issue. And then you get all this money, and then what about your environment? What about your community? What about the people that helped you? Because it takes, the music industry is not easy. It takes a lot of work, no sleep. It's ridiculous. And listen, we're surrounded by artists all the time, and we work with different artists, and we see how hard you guys like sacrifice time. Time is like so important for y'all.
Yeah, I mean it is, and I ain't got time. But at the same time, it's just like it's about planning.
Yeah.
If you can map out what you want to do. Cause everybody gonna get wrenches thrown into you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But if you can map out what you want to do, and put your mind to doing it, that's the people who really win it. But giving back is really what folks don't do.
That's the missing link.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. What about feature? Do you work with a lot of different artists in Atlanta? Are you one of those artists that's open-minded to different types of music and styles?
I mean, it's funny you bring it up because I've been doing writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been working with some folks. Actually, one of my homeboys came out to me. Shout out to UCMG. He came to me like, bro, have you ever thought about writing? And I ain't never thought about writing before anything. He was like, bro, it's a big bag. You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit, let me test it out, test the waters out. So we got some shit in the pipeline, some artists we done work with. I got a track with Mulatto.
Okay.
You know Mulatto?
I'm not too familiar. No, it's a female artist, right?
Shout her hard.
Yeah. I think she has a song with light skin Keisha. I could be wrong.
Shout her hard too.
But yeah. I've heard about her. I've never tapped into her music honestly, but I'll take a look now that you brought her up.
Yeah.
But do you feel that like it's because of the image behind a writer? Because real hip hop days, having a writer was something like you less than.
And it might not even be you writing. Mm-hmm. It might be just a vibe that you catch in the studio.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's bigger than just sitting there and say, I wrote this for this person.
Yeah. So it's about the spirit behind the art.
Yeah,
making music.
This shit that's what music about. And folks don't get into it like that.
Okay.
And that's what I feel like is separated me.
Okay, so that's good. You was willing to try something new. I think that's always fun. Is there anything you would like to tell your fans as far as anything motivational? Besides, because they hear your music, so you're already giving them inspiration that way. But is there anything personally that you want to say right now to your fans? You can say so.
At the end of the day, No Handout 2 coming out. You know what I mean? That motherfucker about to drop. And it's no handouts. You can do this shit. It's we in the age now where you can post your shit on the internet and anybody can see your shit.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot of folks out there who might get discouraged, like, damn, I don't got this many likes, I don't got this many views, I don't got this many followers. But it's niggas, it's people out here who might have 200, 300 followers, but they got real followers who mean important things in this industry. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because a lot of people might go and buy a following, which is animated and it's generated.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Yeah.
You feel me? But then you start to see it and it trend. But that's what we started to do. We just built our shit from the ground up. We got real people who fucking with us, commenting, showing love, and it's gonna grow.
So how important is having a team? Because I feel like everybody needs a team, and sometimes it's hard to find a good team.
You're not going to make it without a team.
So team is ideal.
Team is ideal.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean, it's just necessities, because you can't handle everything.
You can't. There's no way.
There's no way. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to get a producer. You're gonna have to get an engineer. You're gonna have to get somebody to make it sound good after they engineer it. Once you get the song, you gotta put it out to this person. But before you put it out to that person, you gotta put a code on the song.
Oh wow, it is. It takes a crazy.
It's a lot of things, but if you crack the code,
okay,
it's wide open.
I ain't mad at that. Man, this is another episode of Book Club with my man Ace Red. He talked about strategy, the importance of having a team, and fucking no handouts. And that bitch is dropping soon. Fuck with it. And we out.